Welcome back. You made it to day 9 of RM University's 90-day Jumpstart program. And today we're going to talk about dating. Countless of the brethren have told us that dating, and more importantly, who you choose to marry, is a decision that will shape not just this life, but eternity. And when you think about that, wow, talk about the pressure. This pressure of saying, oh my gosh, this is the most important decision I'm ever going to make, and I've got to make it when I'm 21, 22, whatever it is. I've had friends that got married right after their mission. And for some of them, it's been a very happy experience. And for some of them, it hasn't been so happy. So I'm not here to tell you to get married right after your mission. And I'm not here to tell you how long you should wait. I believe that that's a decision between you and Heavenly Father. I thought I was going to get married right after my mission. And I really went out with those blinders, like, oh my gosh, I've got to find the perfect person. She's got to meet all these standards, and I've got to do it today. Because I've got to be married by tomorrow, so I can continue my eternal progression. Well, that hasn't exactly panned out that way for me. I'm 32 and still not married, and I'm totally fine with that. Because I believe that everything happens in Heavenly Father's timing. But one thing that I did through this chaotic course of dating early on is I went crazy. You're constantly asking yourself these questions like, oh my gosh, is this the person that I'm going to marry? And all these questions were way, way out of order. So I'm going to talk to you about having fun today. 2 Nephi 2:25 tells us that we might have joy. That is why God created us. And President Uchtdorf, he talks about how so often we allow ourselves to focus so much on the finish line that we don't have joy in the journey. Well, if there's ever an area that you want to enjoy, it's dating. Because guess what? This time is not coming back. You're never again going to be in your 20s being able to date whoever you want. Now is the time to enjoy. Now I want to caution you as well that there's a point. Like I said, once you've found the right person or someone that feels a really strong choice, and once you've dated a certain amount of time that you feel is appropriate, then don't delay. Take that decision to the Lord and confirm it with Him. But until you get to that point, enjoy your life. Stop worrying about who you're going to marry and have fun. And when you're creating dates, whether you're, whatever sex you are, girls, you can't ask guys out. Sometimes we get intimidated by a beautiful girl. I've seen it happen many times. And if you don't want to ask them out, do the subtle thing of giving them brownies and cookies. The best way to a guy's heart is through his stomach. So, but there's so much fun that you can have. You can go on group dates, you can go on single dates. One thing that I enjoyed doing was going on ice cream dates. You take a girl out that you think it'd be fun to get to know. You take her out for ice cream. It takes an hour out of your night, takes an hour out of her night. And if there's anything more, you guys can go on another date that weekend. Or, the next week. You don't have to find the person of your dreams today. It's okay. But you do have to enjoy this journey. Because if you focus so much on the finish line, eventually you're going to get to the finish line and you're going to look back and you're going to say, oh my gosh, what happened to that time? Where did it go? Here I was enjoying all these people, but I was so busy analyzing them. Just go and have fun. Trust me. At that moment that you really, really connect with somebody, you'll know. But until then, just go enjoy your life. And be creative with your dates. The more creative the dates are, the more fun she's going to have, and the more fun you're going to have. Don't get set in just the same old, same old. Going to a movie and dinner. How standard and how boring. You don't even get to talk through the movie. Go to a park. You can even make it a challenge to go on a date and not spend any money whatsoever. There's so many fun things that you can do. I want you to think of the most crazy date right this second. I want you to pause the video and think of the most crazy date that you could go on. And think of something so outlandish. And the funny thing is, you might think of something so crazy and then kind of come back to something to be really fun. Some of the dates that I spent the most time on were some of the funnest dates ever. And those girls, they felt very valued and felt very appreciated. And, how appreciated does a girl feel when you call her up and say, hey, let's see this movie at 8, and then we'll hit up dinner at 10, and then I'll bring you home. How does that sound? How valued does that girl feel? As opposed to, hey, I created this really fun date. We're gonna go to this park and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna cook our own dinner, whatever it is. The more time that you put into a date, the more the girl feels that she's worth. If you don't believe me, ask your girl. What does the girl feel? Or when you ask them out, last minute, and say, hey, let's go to a movie and dinner. Ask them. So today, I want you to ask yourself this question. I want you to write down roughly a paragraph on what would my life look like if I stopped focusing on the finish line of getting married and just enjoyed the process and let it happen naturally. Now, as you answer that question, a lot of stuff's going to really open up for you. So have fun dating. And my challenge as well, go on a date this weekend. Ideally, you're watching this video on roughly a Tuesday. So go on a date this weekend, or even throughout the week. Just go out and have fun. Once again, my name is Joseph Anderson. This is RM University's 90-Day Jumpstart program. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.